friends. Today I'm going to do 3 fall boho decor items that are so easy and inexpensive. Anybody can do this, and they were so fun to make. So let's get started now.
Hi, I'm Lisa Marie, and welcome to my channel, Living My Best Life. I love to do videos on interesting topics, DIY, crafts, quizzes, anything. We can live our best life doing whatever makes us happy. I hope you'll join me.
Fall boho DIY number 1. The first thing that you will need is a small 5x7 canvas from the Dollar Tree, the kind that is wrapped on the little wood frame. And then I used some letter stickers in gold, and I put some painter's tape across to line up my words, and I put the words pumpkin time. Now I'm going to leave those there while I paint over the top, and I will list the paint colors in the description that I used. And I decided to do kind of a blending technique where I did a little bit of turquoise and green across the top. Then I got a little pumpkin from Dollar Tree, the kind that comes in a set of 3, and I cut it in half with my blade. And then what I'm going to do eventually is put it on top of this. But first, I am going to remove those letters, and this is what I have left. So it's almost like a reverse stenciling. And then I painted the little pumpkin in white. And I wanted to put a little bit of the burlap ribbon across the edge, and I glued it to the back. Very simple. And then I thought, needs a little more texture still, so I put a little bit of jute twine in the indentations. And there you have it. Talk about adorable and easy. I love this little sign. It's super boho, and if you don't want traditional orange for pumpkins, here's a nice way to spice up your living area if you're a person who loves the boho decor style, like I do. Fall boho DIY number 2. Now this is one of those kind of garland wrapped pumpkins in bright orange and shimmery green, and I just ripped that stuff off there. I just do not like it. Now I'm going to say I didn't just rip it off there because it was hard to get off. But if you take a scissors and you start cutting, there's little wires wrapped around each of those notches that you see, and I have this sped up in 20 times speed just to show you how long this actually took me. I will tell you right now, that was the most difficult part of this DIY, and it's not difficult, it's just time consuming. So I ripped and ripped and ripped, kept using my scissors, made a humongous mess, and then got that off there. If you enjoy videos like this, please be sure to hit that like button and definitely subscribe to my channel, turn the notification bell on so that you'll be notified when my next video uploads, and you can be one of the first people to see it. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Let me know what you think, what you would do different, other ideas, things you'd love to see. I just wanted to let you guys know if you do those things, it really helps my channel grow. And also follow me on Instagram and Facebook. It's under the same name as my channel, Living My Best Life with Lisa Marie. I'd love to see you over there. And back to our DIY, I'm still working on that pumpkin, can you believe? Eventually I do get it all off. The fastest and easiest way I found to clean it is to use my little desktop LADYBUG vacuum. I got it off Amazon. If anyone's interested, I can put a link in the description. I love this little thing. It works so well. Now I've got just the skeleton, if you will, of the pumpkin, and I decided I would use a little I don't know what those are called exactly, kind of like wire cutters, I guess, to cut off all those little knobs where the wires were wrapped around. So I've also sped this up, and you just got to get them at the right angle, or else it leaves a little teeny piece, and then you just go back in it from the opposite side. So I took all of those off, and took just a few minutes to do that, no big deal. And once I got them off, I had another mess to clean up. And now here you'll see I'm just going back and getting some of those little edges that didn't come off the first time. And then they're just teeny little pieces left that I just clipped right off. Now I'm going to take this rug from Dollar Tree And I want to take it apart so I can get those little strands out of it and just use the little teeny scissors. And it's sewn together with like fishing wire, so it comes apart really easily. And I was looking at that thinking you can make a cool wall hanging. In the meantime, I went and took them off of the rug, detached them, and put them in little stacks of the same color. And then I grabbed some twine. Now at this point, I decided to also take out all the little pieces that go across horizontally, and I only left the vertical frame of the pumpkin. And I chose some colors and I started wrapping around. Started with hot glue and then wrapped all the way to the bottom and hot glued the end. And I'm doing each of those little skeleton pieces of the pumpkin. And then I thought, oh, how funny. I said skeleton pieces of the pumpkin like Halloween, get it? Okay, anyway, I thought that was funny. And on the stem, I used some nautical rope. And I thought that's not enough, so I took some of the burlap Dollar Tree leaves and I mixed a paint color using these 3 paints, which I will mention the colors in the description, and I painted both sides of 2 leaves. I wanted to stay very neutral so it could still fit that boho vibe. And then I took a little of Waverly's antique wax and distressed it a little bit, and then I glued them end to end on the very top of the pumpkin. There you can see. Then I got some raffia, which is really the hula skirt from Dollar Tree, and grabbed several strands and tied a little bow and hot glued it to the top, and that's it. I really think it came out cute. It's so simple. You can hang it on the wall, you can lean it up against something. It's just adorable and it's not overpowering. It'll fit with neutral decors, and you can actually use any color you want to wrap, and I just really, really loved it. Fall Boho DIY number 3. For this one, I started with the Thankful and Blessed little wooden Dollar Tree sign. I took off the metal leaf and a little bit of raffia at the top, and then I turned it over. And it does have 2 holes at the very top where there was a hanger, so I filled those in with hot glue and then sanded them down so there wouldn't be any bumps. And I used that same mixture of those 3 paints that I will have listed below, and I painted the whole pumpkin, and then I forgot to film the part where I shaded it. So what I did is I took the antique Waverly and a little bit of mineral and a little bit of like a plaster color, and I just started with the stem, and then I kind of created the shading and to give it more dimension. I wanted to create the sense of 3D that you could see where the pumpkin is indented, and I hope I accomplished that. And then I took 2 of the little green burlap leaves from the Dollar Tree package, and I glued them to the top next to the stem, and I found some succulents also from Dollar Tree. Before attaching the succulents, I decided to use the matte Mod Podge from Dollar Tree over the whole pumpkin, and then I went ahead and used hot glue to put the little succulents on. I made a hanger in the back using nautical rope and a little piece of a popsicle stick, and there it is. I honestly think this one is gorgeous. It looks so high-end. It's very neutral, boho, but it still gives you that fall feeling. And I absolutely love it. You'll have to let me know what you think. I just am happy with how it came out. In fact, I love how they all came out. Let's take one last look at the other 2 since we've just seen the final one. And there's the little pumpkin sign with the boho kind of vibe to it and the different colors for fall. And then we're going to jump right into the little boho pumpkin made out of the pumpkin skeleton thing and with the raffia bow, and I just love them. They're so cute, and you could customize them to fit your decor. Be sure to like this video, subscribe, leave me a comment, and I will be so happy to see you in my next video. Thanks so much. Bye.